welcome back to the channel. I wanted to do a quick introduction. As you may have already seen on some of my shorts and on my TikTok channel, that things didn't go quite to plan on my first attempt at Nordkapp. So I'm going to go through and show you everything that I did up until the point where things went a bit south. But I sort of let you enjoy the trip that I actually did manage to do so far. Yeah, I am in the UK and it's only Tuesday, so things obviously didn't go to plan. So if you want to see what happened, please do watch to the end. I'm going to do a bit of a reflection at the end as well, so do stay tuned and watch to the end. Thank you already to those of you who have sent me some really lovely comments, some lovely messages of support and kindness. So thank you very much for that. And onwards with the trip, and I'll see you again at the end. And we are on our way. So, first part of the journey is the 4.5 hour trip to Dover. So fingers crossed. We're not in any real hurry. Our ferry doesn't go till 7:30 this evening. We've also got to factor in the fact that they had cancellation this morning because of adverse weather. There was a storm EON. Whatever it's pronounced, apologies if I've slaughtered that. But fingers crossed by this evening, the ferry should all be running as scheduled. So for the time being, because this is a boring bit of the trip, I'm not going to record this, and I will catch up with you all when I'm either on the motorway or stopping for coffee, or I'm Land Rovering. That's what we call breaking down. So, see you all soon. So we're at Reading Services. Traffic's very, very light today, so I'm probably going to get to Dover a lot earlier than I expected. We are getting fantastic, we're getting amazing fuel consumption, 19.5. That's way more than I thought. We're sitting at about 65 miles an hour, so that seems to be doing just about right. I think any more than that and I'll be pushing my luck. Despite having a coffee machine, despite having coffee itself, coffee granules and a cafetiere and all that kind of stuff, I still bought myself a Costa because I just love spending £3.80 on a Costa. Either way, it does taste alright. Not much to look at the moment, so I'll sign off for now and then I'll catch up with you back when we're a bit closer to Dover. Now 130 miles down, we are getting surprisingly 21 miles to the gallon, which is way more than I expected, but there's been a lot of 50, so that's okay. So far I have got a massive crack in the windscreen from the M25, and I've vaporised the pigeon. But otherwise, so far so good. Fingers crossed it carries on going so well. I'd rather not vaporise many more birds. I can't quite work out where it hit. But there was a boom, a lot of feathers behind me when it did happen. Anyways, I'm gonna have my Jaffa Quake grenade bar. Really nice actually. Other protein bars are available of course. Unless of course they want to sponsor me, in which case there's only one. But I'm gonna get going in a minute and yeah, we'll be in Dover in about 45 minutes. So far so good. It is just coming up to 6 o'clock local time in France. First night in the hotel here in Calais, and yeah, it was pretty seamless ferry trip actually, considering we had that storm Aoin. I've slaughtered the pronunciation, apologies. The channel was really calm, so we got here last night. We landed about docked about 10 o'clock PM local time, and straight into Calais and into the hotel, probably 5-10 minutes, and then slept. So we're up early this morning, meeting for breakfast in about an hour or so, and then we'll be heading off on our first long day of driving. So I'll catch up with you when we're back in the car. Afternoon everyone, it is, I don't know, it is just coming up to 3:30 on Saturday, and we've just gone over halfway, so we've still got another 3.5 hours to go without any stops. We have already stopped twice, but if we were to not stop, it's another 3.5 hours from now. So we've 250 miles to go. We're currently somewhere in Germany, I think. You know, honestly, I don't even know anymore. But yeah, not a lot to write home out. Everyone's still with us. Mark's gone on ahead in the D3. The four of us are still together, and so far so good. Frank is behaving himself, and it's a comfortable ride, if not a little boring, as you would imagine on an 8-hour driving day. But yeah, so far so good. It is quite a beautiful country though. So I'm going to get back to
in
some driving.
5.6 miles.
Right, so this isn't ideal. I couldn't bring myself to actually film anything of this earlier, but about half a mile away from my destination, so we did 500 odd miles today, but half a mile literally coming off the Autobahn up to the McDonald's where we're staying at. I lost all drive from the gearbox, and there's a lot of crunching and grinding. Thankfully obviously we're all in Defenders and whatnot, so they quickly towed me around the corner to where we're supposed to be camping, where we are now. And it looks like I've broken a prop shaft. The front prop shaft. Which is odd because I think it's new. I can't even begin to tell you quite how disappointed I am, but I'm trying to keep cheery about it. But so yeah, we've called AA, and they are going to be here tomorrow morning. Not quite sure what time. Sometime between 8 and 10, I think. And I think a new prop shaft would do it, although it looks like the prop shaft is just spinning in the coupling, so it might be that it can be pushed back into the coupling. I'm not entirely sure, but either way, it's not going anywhere. I don't really want to hold all the guys up either, so we'll have to wait and see what happens in the morning. But for the time being, it's also my accommodation, so if they take it tomorrow, and they're going to have to put me into accommodation, and then work out what we're going to do from there. So if you're seeing this, I made it home to the UK at some point, but either way, we'll see what happens, and I'll let you know what happens in the morning. Morning, everyone. So far, this is not going too badly. We've got the AA or the ADAC coming in to be here within about an hour, and we'll see how it goes. Having looked at the video now, I can see that it's not the splines that have worn off the coupling. The actual prop shaft's broken itself. It's split the weld where the spline coupling meets the actual drive shaft tube itself, so it will need a new prop shaft. So the likelihood is they'll take me somewhere this evening, dump the car off after staying in a hotel, and then it'll be fixed hopefully Monday, if they can get around to get fixing on Monday, at which point I'm going to do my best to try and catch up with everybody, maybe at Jokkmokk or something like that in Sweden. So we'll see how it goes, but I'll let you know how it goes with the ADAC anyway. A fitting end, going to the workshop, and hopefully getting the front prop shaft change or the coupling change tomorrow. So I've got an overnight in this, and then I'll try and catch up with the guys tomorrow. So with any breakdown, kind of feeling a little bit sorry for myself earlier on, but I suddenly realised this is kind of the adventure. Part of me doing this trip was the fact that I'm always in my comfort zone. So this is kind of about as far out of my comfort zone as I kind of really get, I suppose. I'm in a different country. I don't speak a great deal about of the language. I've broken down. I'm on my own. I've got to wait overnight, basically on an industrial estate, or just outside an industrial estate, for the shop to open tomorrow morning, where I can hopefully get my car repaired. And then I've got to drive in a country I'm not used to, through to two other countries I've never been to catch up with some people. So rather than feeling sorry for myself, I'm going to embrace it. It's exciting. It's exactly what I wanted. I don't particularly want the breakdown, but this is certainly about as adventurous as it gets, for me anyway, for the moment. So I've got food. I've got all sorts of stuff I can do. Go for a walk a bit later. Why not? I can't remember what they say. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. When life gives you Range Rovers, sell them and get Toyotas. I'm joking. It wasn't the Range Rover's fault. It was a prop shaft. It could have happened on any car. It happened to be the only part I hadn't replaced on the front prop shaft. But either way, so I am going to make some lunch. It's about midday-ish. I'll make some lunch with my Lavagel thing that I got for Christmas. And then I'm going to go for a walk. So, yeah. Watch this space. This is what I got for Christmas. This is a Lavagel tin. So, you get one of these packets. Just suddenly thought then, does my bangers and beans, does it have a ring pull? Yes, it does. Whew, because I forgot to bring a tin opener. Hopefully all my other tins are also that. Anyways, so literally, You get your tin and you bung that in your need to find a bin liner out somewhere. So yeah, you get your tin, you put your beans in, give it a bit of a stir. Let's get some kitchen roll. Lavagel pad, open the lava lid, remove metal tray, place hydrated food, it's not dried food. Open this pouch and place Lavagel pad into oven bottom. Open the water packet and pour water onto the oven. Place food tray onto the outer tray. Place lid back on tray and lock in place. Wait 7 minutes. Okay, spread that out. I'm guessing you put both in. Yeah, both in. Put water over the top. And then you put your thing in. It's fizzing away. Put that on the top. Close the lid. Wait 7 minutes. You have to wait 7 minutes now. I'm going to film the whole thing. I'm going to make you watch it. You can't scroll. I've disabled it. I haven't. That'd be really mean, wouldn't it? Even if you could. So, this happens in 7 minutes. It was a bit longer than 7 minutes. I'd say it probably takes about 20 to heat up a tin of beans and bangers and beans. But I'm having that. Morning everyone. Okay, so I've been to see the workshop and it's not terrific news. It's going to take around 6 weeks to get the part, if they can get the part at all. So it's not looking good for me, I'm afraid. So the car's going to be repatriated, and so I've just emptied out what I need to get out for my trip home. So it's just me on my own now, and I'm going to try and get a flight back. But I've got to wait for the AA just to confirm all the details, and I'll leave all the V5 and all that kind of stuff with them so the car can get trailered back. What a nightmare. So either way, so all of those doubters of Range Rovers out there, sod you. It could have happened to anyone. Anyways, the car's locked up, ready to go, so I'm just going to head back into the workshop now and wait. They've been really, really kind in there, coffees and all sorts, so I'm going to go back in there now and await my taxi. So here I am back in the UK. It was a really easy flight. Transport, getting around Germany was easy. But yeah, here I am back in UK. So I've got absolutely no regrets. I did everything I think was feasible to prep for that trip. I'm going to take a good look at the car when he gets back. It's going to take between 14 and 20 days for it to be returned, which is a bit annoying because I'm desperate to find out what actually went wrong with that prop shaft. But I'm just going to have to be patient. The guys are all having a great time out there still. We've had 3 other breakdowns, drive shafts, diesel heaters, all sorts of stuff. So it's a tough trip. So I was the first of a few. But I do wish them all the very best of luck. And I'll definitely be trying again next year. So any advice that I would give to any of you out there that are thinking of doing the same sort of trip, just do it. Life is too short. Even if it goes wrong, it's still an adventure. Definitely get European breakdown cover. Well worth it. Although the small print does make a difference. So as much as I read through it, thinking I was covered for absolutely everything, the one thing for me was the car is not worth a lot of money on paper. It's worth a lot to me, and I'm worried that they wouldn't repatriate the car. But they will repatriate the car, which is great. The only issue I had was that they wouldn't pay for any of my onward travel. as in my trouble to get home, sorry, even though I had the full package. Now that is because I didn't have a ferry booked to come home. So if I'd had a ferry booked to come home, they would have basically paid to replace that trip to take me home, either a flight or whatever it had been to pay to get home. So even though I was going to get a ferry home, I didn't have it booked. And that's because I didn't have a date as to exactly when we were going to be back. So it was a genuine reason why I didn't have it booked. But because of that, they didn't pay for any of it. So I had to fork out 300 odd quid for a flight and accommodation when I got back to London, because it was too late to get home on a train by that point. So that was a bit of a pain, although I've probably still saved about £3 in fuel, so no drama. Would I do it again? Damn right, yeah, I will do it again. I'll get the car back. I'll make him stronger and better, ready for next time. I'm probably going to strip him down, and we'll probably do a summer trip rather than a winter trip to iron out any issues. And then I'm absolutely going for it again. So, didn't quite work out as expected. I had a great time anyway. The group of people I was with were absolutely awesome, supportive, kind, just absolutely brilliant. So it's a group I would stay in touch with for a long, long time, and I'd love to do trips with them again. So yeah, that's definitely a win. Anyway, so on to the next thing. Really appreciate you tuning in and watching this video. Appreciate it didn't end up being the video I was hoping it would be. But thanks again for joining me. If you like this kind of content, and there'll be plenty more coming, please do subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, and it does help me. I'm just about to tick over to 500 subscribers, which I'm really, really chuffed to bits about. Yeah, I really appreciate your support. If you've got any comments or things you'd like to add, or questions that you've got, please do add in the comments. I do try to reply to everybody. Yeah, thank you again.